Welcome back. The countdown to glamour, talent and empowerment is on. The road to Miss Teen and Miss Namibia 2025 is making its way to the north, with the grand finale set to take place on the 18th and 19th of July at the Ongwediva Trade Fair Centre. From dazzling gowns to life-changing prizes like bursaries, a house and more, this year's competition promises to be one of the biggest yet. And to tell us more about the preparations and what to expect, we're joined by NBC's Public Relations Manager, Beaulah Boois-Beukes. Beaulah, good evening and welcome to the Daily Roundup.
Good evening. Thank you so much for having me.
Let's start with the buzz and how preparations are coming along for the Miss Teen and Miss Namibia finals set for Ongwediva next week.
Yes, preparations are in full swing. There's a lot of excitement here in northern Namibia, where I'm actually currently already, along with half of the team. The rest of them will be joining us within the next days to come. So there's billboards going up. There's just so much excitement, building up across the north. And I think this year's decision to host the finals in Ongwediva, it just goes back to our commitment to decentralizing, national events of this sort. So we can also get back to celebrating our cultural richness, of all the regions, not just hosting it in Windhoek. So last year we were in Luderitz, before that we were in Swakopmund. And now we find ourselves in Ongwediva, where we're looking forward to, the local partners, the business community, the Oshana Regional Office. It's just so huge. And, we're looking forward to hosting a spectacular event this year as well.
And I understand there's a meet and greet happening at Oshana Mall. That's next week, Tuesday and Thursday. What can the public expect from this activation, Beaulah?
All right, so that's taking place on Tuesday and Wednesday. There will be a meet and greet with the top 10, both Miss Teen, Miss Namibia finalists. We'll have the live radio OB. We'll have also some of our personalities there as well. So it's just an opportunity for the public to get to know the young women who, stand a chance to be the next Miss Namibia or Miss Teen Namibia. Take pictures with them, just give them their support ahead of the crowning ceremonies. Live entertainment, we've got the SMS competition going on, so there'll be some sort of giveaways there as well, and then just showcasing what the Oshana Mall has to offer as well, as they're one of our partners. So yeah, it's just really the community coming together and then just showing their support for our finalists ahead of the crowning ceremonies.
Beaulah, we hear that there's big things in store for the winners this year, from cash prizes to bursaries and even a house, as I mentioned. Can you walk us through what's at stake for the crowned queens?
Yes, we've been signing these MOUs. We went into partnership with NHE. The winner for the next 3 years actually will be getting a house, will become a homeowner. So we're talking about more than just, your year of reign. Once you've completed your obligations to the crown and to the Namibian public, we're saying, what can we do to give back? We've got Kupkavitz Toyota on board. I Am Hair and Beauty. We recently also signed with Lingua College. The winners will be walking away also with the opportunity to have a scholarship. We're actually going to announce more, which I can't mention right now, but it is so huge, and we're just so grateful for all the sponsors, Marine Namibia, everybody that has come on board to make this pageant a success and to give the prizes that we can to our winners.
Well, the nice thing about taking the pageants around the country and not just, keeping it to the city is that, with going into the regions, it becomes a celebration of, the culture and talent of that region, that area. So tell us more about the entertainment lineup you have for these northern-based artists. I understand that Killer B, Blossom and Young T might be performing?
Yes, that is correct. Those are the artists that we will have from this side. And then we'll also have the likes of Jericho and Lowabi will be coming over from Windhoek. So it's just bringing together all our cultures. We want to mix it up. There's also going to be cultural performances. I really don't want to give too much away, because there is going to be so many surprises on the evening. And as you know, we have to put on a show. So it's really a celebration of who we are as a nation. So we're really looking forward to the vibrancy of Killer Bees, the blossoms that you mentioned, the young tea. It's just going to be something epic.
Well, with so many moving parts, Beaulah, logistics, production, partnerships, etc., what's been the biggest challenge in getting everything ready for next week?
I think I would say it's managing the scale of the event, because we're trying to beat what we did the previous year. And we sold out in Luderitz, so we're trying to maintain that status quo as well. From security, because we've got already feedback from the Office of the Vice President, our Minister of the MICT. So we're looking at protocols, and these are all logistical, I don't want to say a nightmare, but it's a lot of protocol that's going into it. And forging new relationships, but this is also contributing to our strength. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of support really from the local authorities, the local authorities here, the private sector. Yeah, so we're really just working towards making everything a success and making sure that everything runs smoothly on the crowning ceremonies.
Fantastic. Well, Beaulah, thank you so much for catching up with us and giving us the tea on where we are now in terms of the pageant. And of course, along with the rest of Namibia, we're looking forward to see this year's pageant unfold. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me. And I encourage the public to, get their tickets while it's still early and before they sell out as well.
Thank you, Beaulah. That was Beaulah Boois-Beukes, the Public Relations Manager for the NBC, speaking to us about the Miss Teen and Miss Namibia pageants happening next week in the northern regions. So we'll be back after this very brief break, and we'll bring you some health matters. Stay with us.